In the late 4th century, a new Taoist movement emerged and quickly overshadowed its predecessor, the Way of Celestial Masters. After 215 CE, when the capital of the Central Kingdom was overtaken by invaders, Celestial Masters Daoism fled south. The southern response to this religious infringement was to create or channel an even higher Taoist philosophy. This is a story of the new Taoist movement known as highest clarity, which quickly coalesces into Taoism's most dominant and long-lasting form. However, this new practice was not without controversy, and this story will examine one such example, the highest clarity marriage practices.
On the night of the 25th day of the 6th month, Lady Wang of purple tenuity descended. A divine woman came along with her. This goddess was wearing a blouse of cloud brocade and outer garments of cinnabar red above with blue multicolored patterns and glistened brightly. At her waist was a green embroidered belt from which were suspended more than 10 tiny bells. These bells were green or yellow and hung irregularly suspended around her belt. To her left of the belt hung a jade pendant, just like those of our world, but a bit smaller. Her garments flashed with a light, illuminating the room. Looking at her was like trying to look at the shape of a flake of mica as it reflects in the sun. Her billowing hair, black and long at the temples, was arranged exquisitely. It was done up in a top knot on the crown of her head, so that the remaining strands fell almost to her waist. There were golden rings on her fingers and jade circlets on her arm. Judging by her appearance, she must have been about 13 or 14. To her left and right were two maids, one of those who wore a vermilion robe and carried slung of a slash of a bag with blue insignia. In her hand she held another brocade bag about 11 or 12 inches in length and filled with some 10 scrolls. A white jade tag closed the mouth of the bag. I saw inscribed upon the tag of the words, Cinnabar seal of purple primordiality for the jade clarity heaven divine tiger text of inner perfection. The other maid was dressed in blue and held both her hands with a white casket bound with a scarlet sash. The casket appeared to be made of ivory. The two maids seemed to be about 17 or 18 years of age. The decorations of their clothing were quite out of the ordinary. Both the divine maiden and her maids had complexions as bright, as freshly translucent as jade. Their 5 fragrance perfumes filled the room with a delightful scent as if I had lit incense. When they first entered the room, they followed behind Lady Wang of purple tenuity. Just as she entered the door, the lady said,
This is the youngest daughter of the upper perfected primal sovereign of the grand void, Lady Li of the Golden Terrace. Long ago, the primal sovereign sent her to the Tortoise Mountain to study the way of the highest clarity. Once she had achieved the way, she received right of the Most High appointing her as perfected consort of 9 blossoms of the upper palaces of purple clarity. She was given the surname An, the name Yubin, and the by-name Ling Chao. Have you ever seen such a person in the world?
She's numinous, illustrious, outstanding. I have nothing to compare her.
And how do you feel about her?
We should eat them. Your master is the perfected lady of the South Mount who holds the power as the director of destinies. Her way is exalted and wondrously complete. In truth, yours is a lineage of great virtue. I have long heard of your own virtues, but I never expected that one day I would be able to discuss with you our predestined affinities. I take delight in the fact that conjunction of our hidden destinies, in fact, betokens the intertwining intimacy of kudzu and pine.
Sunken in his inferior baseness, dust staining my substance, I regard you as distant as clouds. There's no affinity that would allow me to receive your respect. In fact, I fear for my deficiencies whenever the spirits descend. Now I leap in joy, forgetting my limitations, in the hope that you might instruct me and disciple my ignorance, thereby saving this human. Yanks. This is my only wish, night after night.
My lord should not speak deferentially. Deferential speech is really not appropriate to this occasion.
Oh.
I wish to present you with a page of writing, so I must trouble you to take up the brush to convey my humble sentiments. Is this possible?
I obey your commands.
A cloud-swathed gate stands above in the emptiness. I sing that we may receive blessings in abundance. I present this to you to reveal the sincerity of my intentions. You need utter no thanks if there is something that you do not understand. Please just ask.
I would also like to transcribe a text to ensure that you understand and to set forth this auspicious event.
I will. Oh.
I present this to you. Today it has fallen to me to act both as an overseer of the predestined relationship and as the matchmaker who sings your unspoken intentions. Tomorrow, Lady of the South Mount is to return from her journey. The perfected consort and I should go and greet her at Cloud Keel. If we do not return tomorrow, it will be several days before you see us again. I am leaving. The perfected consort and I should be able to come and see you tomorrow after all.
You have not expressed your deepest sentiments, but I have not failed to notice your intentions. I wish you would give voice to all you feel. Tomorrow I will come again.
On the night of the 26th of the 3rd month, a host of perfected came as listed below. Lady Wang of purple tenuity. The perfected consort, 9 blossoms of the upper palaces of purple clarity. Teacher, Lady of the South Mount, Director of Destinies of the Upper Perfected. The perfected one of purple celerity. And the middle lord of Mount Mao.
I wish again to tire your hand in writing out a matter that I might clear my mind and forget speech. I am the youngest daughter of the primal sovereign, the beloved child of Lady Lee of the Grand Void. Long ago I began my study of transcendence at Tortoise Terrace on Kunlun Mountain and received my jade insignia from the Most High Lord Lao. I accepted the tiger spirit registers from the purple sovereign and the rose gem halberd from the Thiak of heaven. Having received documentation as a consort of the highest perfected, I traveled the heavens of jade clarity. Frequently our records were compared, our names verified. If from this moment wherein we achieve the way, we fasten the inner and the outer as securely as metal or stone, intertwining our emotions in shared affection and joining our hearts within the bed curtains, then what need is there to embrace beneath the quilts? If you, noble lord, will only comply with fate and consent to this marriage, I will certainly not decline. Moreover, you should not turn your back on the true and unseen merely to give free rein to your baser human emotions. I present this writing to you in the hopes that you will relieve your hesitations and doubts.
The perfected consort's declaration is now complete. The predestined relationship we have discussed is now evident to all. You should no longer harbor any doubts. Your mystic apportionment of fate has brought this about.
You have repeatedly moved the unseen to meet with you. It is this mystic fate that brings the two of you together. In response to your destiny, I have come to betroth you and to construct for the first time this destined match. The joining of perfected persons is a joyous match. Though you are announced as mates, this only establishes your respected functions as inner and outer. You must not recklessly follow the filthy practices of the world by performing with her base deeds, lewdness, and impurity. Be cautious of doubts. Do not again swell in your heart. Yesterday, I met with Lady Lee of Golden Terrace in the clear void. She said that you will harbor doubts in your hearts about the correctness of all of this. If there are further matters about which you remain unenlightened, you may ask me in private.
We will join hands at the paired terraces.
This is the contract.
No sex? No sex? No sex?
Cock-a-doodle-doo!
Now that the cock has crowed, the marriage that we have discussed is confirmed.
Again, I must trouble the noble lord with a few words. You should dissolve your cares in fragrant purity and let your heart be bright at our joining tallies. Only then will we enjoy constant intimacy in piety and charity so that our hidden potencies and flowing engulfances join appropriately. For our joyous meetings, you should arrange your hair. Bring it up high according to the proprieties. You, noble lord, are elevated and of dazzling spirituality. Clear away all other further obstructions and forget the base ways of the world.
The joining of perfect persons is a joy.
The joining of perfected persons
Is
is
a
a joyous
perfect
match.
The Southern response to this religious infringement. Fuck! We gotta start over. Response to this religious infringement was. God damn it, boss! In the late 4th century. God damn it.
You have not expressed your deepest sentiments, but I have not failed to notice your intentions.
Alright. This is a story of that new. Fuck! Green will
He
go
talks
black.
for a second, right?
Overseer of the predestined. Sorry.
Okay. Celestial masters.
In the emptiness. Keep going, because it says 20 minutes later.
Feel about her. Oh, sorry. I messed up.
Movement emerged and quickly over centuries. Fuck.
She's numinous. She's illustrious. She's outstanding.
Outstanding.
Uh-oh.
She's outstanding. She's luminous. She's outstanding. I have nothing to compare her.
Marriage practices between Yangtze and the fucking what's her name? Fuck, dude.
Guys, you gotta do that. Cut. All right. Oh my god, this is golden. How do I stop?
Did you like the